celebration in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Finds a spot in the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The Sooner schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, fall over your seats.
So Mississippi State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Here comes the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's into the open down the middle. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. He wants to change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The entire complexion of this possession changed on... One play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown Sooners.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet. And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges, and you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Back to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Working that left side. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Fields. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line. And this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive. And now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Makes his man miss. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air. It's Manning. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Sooner! And they turn it into a defensive score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down and prevent him from scoring on big plays.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Takes the easy completion. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Off play action on first down. Heel off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. in motion, try to clear the picture. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. Still on his feet at the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop.
He's trying to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown Sooners.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll try the run. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air. It's Croman Hope. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job of this fundamental.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 20 to Jacksonville State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Makes the catch. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. The Mississippi State offense ready to attack. What could go wrong did in the first half. They start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He's got great speed, and the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Hard running there. He's able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. On the run, it's Fields. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Fields. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time this requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Back to the ground game on the left. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll go right back to the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground. And down.
They punted away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. fought that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short. First down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man. It's straight. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's lofted toward the sideline and intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. The give on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to move them on the counter. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try the outside to the left. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Sooner offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important.
Oh, he's got some space.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give to the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.